everybody, welcome back to the Gamers Vault, and I'm your host, James. It's been a while, right? It's been about 2 weeks since I put out a video, so first, my sincere apologies for that. I've just been so busy in my life, and I'm trying to catch up on so many things. So this video is going to be like a two-kind-of-parter video. So I'm going to give you the latest gaming news, and then we're going to talk about, I'm going to grab it, the SNES Classic hack. For those of you who have gotten this, congrats! I'm going to show you how to hack it today, and then we're going to go from there, so that works out. I'm going to try to make more videos for you guys every week. It's just been hard for me lately with all the other stuff going on in my life. So, but every Sunday, I like to shoot the video, I edit the video, and as you can see, it does take time. So, I appreciate you guys waiting, and I'm up to 208 subscribers, so thank you so very, very, very much. It means a lot to me that I've got so many fans right now on this channel alone, and it's just been so wonderful. If you do like to see video gameplay, sometimes I do stream. It's twitch.tv/James2113. You can check me out there. Also, I'm a part of a Facebook group called RetroTech100. There's also a YouTuber as well. If you haven't checked that out, please check out that channel. You'll see a lot of streams, a lot of YouTubers there, as well as people that are interested in retro gaming. Side note, I wanted to show you guys a couple of things first before we get into the gaming news. Behind me, right here, is all going to be changed. I'm changing everything here. I'm taking this out, and being part of the retro community is special to me. Sometimes you can make great deals. Sometimes you can do kind of like swap for swap. Listen, I don't have that game. I have the game you want. Let's swap it out. I mean, I love that. It's community. So I had a friend of mine who works at a game store. I'm not going to say where. And they were switching out their demo systems, you know, the demo units. And he called me up and he goes, I need you to come down here. It's very important. So I come down and he points to the Xbox One demo set and he goes, we're getting rid of that. Do you want it? Of course, the answer as a collector was, hells yes. I'll get my truck. So behind me, right over here, is the Xbox One demo unit. I'm talking about the full demo. Right now it doesn't have the TV on it because I took it off. It has an LG television on it, and I took that off only because I wanted to put it all together. And this table right here is just in the way. I need it out. I'm not using it too often, but to put junk on it, needs to be gone. And it's going to be, and also I have a black shelf here for books, and as you can see behind me, these books are just getting too crazy. So I'm going to build the other black shelf and put those books together, so that way we have two black shelves to hold all my strategy guides, because it's like a giant library in here. I have to do another update video later on my game room tour, because I've gotten so much games that I've gotten to a point where it's kind of hard for me to continue building my collection. Is it going to stop me? Not at all. But it's getting harder. Anyway, let's get to the gaming news today. So the first one comes from Nintendo Wire. And I'm not bashing Nintendo. It's just lately Nintendo's been a lot more of the news lately between the SNES Classics and, of course, the Switch. I definitely have to address the elephant in the room. So let's go ahead and listen to Nintendo Wire. This is what they said. Beware, Super Mario Odyssey leaks have arrived. We're only a few days away from the launch of Super Mario Odyssey, and it appears that the spoilers floodgates have finally opened, as gameplay videos and spoilers have started to appear online, thanks to retailers breaking street date for the title. Be warned, if you're trying to avoid spoilers for the Super Mario Odyssey, it's best to stay off YouTube for a bit. Even if you're not actively looking for these videos, it's easy to get spoiled by accident. One such video with a major spoiler in the thumbnail popped up in my recommended videos section this morning. No warning whatsoever. Luckily, you have to avoid spoilers for a short period of time as Super Mario Odyssey launches this Friday. Stay safe out there. Alright. So, I'm not gonna address the elephant with the Super Mario Odyssey. I'm going to tell you why. I went to one of my local grounds, my local retro gaming grounds, and that's where I got this game, Digital Devil Saga Shin Memory Tensei. I'm a huge fan of Persona. I have almost all the Personas, and I saw this up for 30 bucks, and I picked it up today. But beside that, the owner is a really good friend of mine. Is from Video Game Hut in Babylon, where I live in Long Island. He and I were talking about Super Mario Odyssey. I'm like, yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto Mario. And he goes, dude, it's not even that at all. Him being a retailer, he was invited to a certain conference, and on that conference they were able to display Odyssey, and he told me about 2 things that are in the Odyssey that I'll let you know one of them. I'm not going to tell you all of it. It is not Grand Theft Auto Mario. Your life points are coins that you collect, similar to Sonic. So Mario, Coinbox, Sonic. Really? What? So that's one of the things that they tell me. There's a second one to that. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I'd rather you guys play the game. I'm picking up a copy this Friday, and I'm hoping to stream it on Friday as well, because I can't stay up too late. I got a birthday party to go to on Saturday. So I definitely want to stream it for you guys. So hit that follow button on Twitch so you guys can check it out here first. Next, in part of gaming news. Limited Run Games now set to publish Switch games. Now, if you're not familiar with Limited Run Games, Limited Run, what they do is they take digital-only games and they make physical copies, such as the new Night Trap game. They took that, it was supposed to be a digital copy only, and they made it to a physical edition for the PS4, the PC, and no, I think it's PS4 and the PC. I haven't seen it for the Switch or anything else, but usually they usually do with PS4, PC, and Vita games. That's what they do. They turn them, and they only make like 3,400 copies or something to that effect. It's very limited, and when it does come out, you have to be the one there hitting that refresh button like it's going out of style. So now they've made a deal with Nintendo to do this. So let's read the article and see what they say. Indie fans, with fondness of full shelves and displaying what you play and rejoice, Limited Run Games has just announced they'll be publishing Switch titles starting in 2018. And this is the Twitter, it looks like. Excited to announce that we've approved to publish retail games on the Nintendo Switch. Our first release will hit in 2018. If you haven't heard of them before, Limited Run Games have been producing physical versions of select, otherwise digital-only titles for the PlayStation 4 and the Vita. While many of these would be great on their own as box copies, they also go out of their way to make full collector's editions with certain titles. Looking through my Switch digital library, I can see a lot of potential already. Games like Tumbleseed, Golf Story, and SteamWorld Dig 2 would be great, and I'd even chance to say this could open the doors to Nintendo's own digital offering, getting a little extra love. So, is this a good thing? Yes and no. Yes, it's a great thing. You get to have a physical copy. I myself love physical copies of games. I hate digital downloading. That's why I go to GameStop to pick up a lot of my games, because I like to hold the game in my hand and say, this is mine. I don't have to worry about a server crashing. I don't have to worry about the server going down. I don't have to worry about the sites going out because they don't have enough funding to keep them on. I have a physical copy of the game, and that is it. That is something I find to be exciting for myself. Now, this makes room for scalpers. Why do I say that? Because like I said to you before, between $3,500 is what sometimes they make, and if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough to get the game, that's great. You get to put it on your library like I have in my home. But not a lot of people are that lucky, and usually you can fight for it. And then when you do fight for it, the scalpers now are just ridiculous. Even I was lucky enough to claim my own Night Trap. I love the game. I thought it was great. Had a lot of history for it. Maybe I'll do a review on that game in the future if you guys want. You can leave the comments below if you want that. But right now, I think it goes for a lot more money. Usually I wait before streaming to do this, but I'm going to do this now. So I'm going to go on eBay right now. And I'm going to do the PS4. Or better yet, the Limited Run Edition. So right now, the collector's edition of the Limited Run with the card goes for about $100. The PS4 version goes for $80. Usually it's about $60 is what they sold it for. So honestly, I personally think that's a ripoff. You didn't spend that much money, so why would you put that much money up? That's not right. So again, Scalpers, scalpers, scalpers. That's why, but they're always gonna be there, guys. It's always gonna happen. It's always gonna be there, unfortunately. But if they put enough out there, that's perfect. You know. Also, I wanted to talk to you about Reggie. Reggie. He was 100% correct when he talked about the SNES Classic. And what do I mean by that? He said, do not buy the SNES Classic online. Do not buy it on eBay. Do not buy it anywhere. He's watching, so do not buy it. Because they're going to make more. And they're going to make more into the middle of next year. On top of that, they're going to release the NES Classic again for next year during the summertime. That's beautiful. And there's rumblings that they may have a Game Boy Classic, or the Nintendo 64 Classic. Reggie, do this. The business model that Nintendo's following with making more and putting more out there and putting more SNES Classics, it's constantly being evolving, right? So if you continue to make more, you fight those scalpers, and they have no choice but to go less, because they know they can't. They're not gonna be able to make any money. That's the best thing you want. You don't want them to make money. You want that to stop. So Nintendo, I like the fact that you continue on doing this. Please continue this method on the future releases of these classic consoles. Retro gaming has been at an all-time high. Cartridges are expensive nowadays. So if you continue to do this the right way, I assure you, people will buy it. My final piece of news for today is going to be Sony. Sony does their PlayStation Plus, and they've been so good with the PlayStation Plus. And I'm getting this from the Daily Star, but you can get them anywhere. You can get it from Sony directly website. So for September fans only, you can pick up the original. Well, right now it's September, but I got the wrong one. I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me. I saw that they had the latest edition to the PlayStation Plus, and I want to bring that up because it's so good. Was I in the wrong? Let's see. It looks like they haven't released it yet. Wait, here we go. The October games. Sorry about that. That should not be the case. All right. So, in October, right now, it's the October 22nd of Sony. Please, guys, please, if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you're lucky. If you didn't pick up the game, you might want to pick it up. It is free. So let's go on the list, shall we? October 2017, free PlayStation Plus games. So if you paid $60 for the year, not only can you play the games online, but they give you free games. Let's see what they got. For the PS4, they got Amnesia Collection, Hue, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. My favorite game. So, we'll get back to that in a minute. Skyforce Anniversary for the PlayStation 3, Hustle Kings, Monster Jam Battlegrounds, Skyforce, Vita, Hue, and again, Skyforce. So Skyforce looks like it's being offered across the board, and then of course you get the rest. Metal Gear Solid. Hideo Kojima. The last game he made with Konami is Metal Gear. This guy won an award, and Konami barred him from the doors. Barred this guy. He is master of Metal Gear. I have almost all the collection, even the Nintendo ones. Even though he didn't touch too much of the Nintendo ones, I still have them anyway. Guys, if you haven't played Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain and you have the PlayStation Plus membership, $60 offers you that much, go for it. Don't wait. Don't talk about it. Just do it. Trust me. It is wonderful to have that kind of option. So go for it. PlayStation is giving us a great option. You want that. You want that. You just want that, guys. With that all being said, let's get to the SNES. Now that the SNES is easily hackable, my video is going to go through the steps on how to hack it. And I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get to it now.
Okay, guys. We are going to hack the SNES Classic. I'm going to show you how to do it. You can Google it on online, Hakchi2. But I'm gonna, for your sakes, I'm just gonna send the link on the bottom of the description below so you can check it out for yourself. So let's get started. So I'm gonna show you the website. It looks like this, just like that. This guy has done a lot for the community, so bravo to him. He's done the SNES Classic hack, and he's done the Hakchi hack. At least from what my knowledge is. This is the latest one that you need. Just download it here. For the sake of the video, I already did it. He does updates. This last update was 10 days ago. You can update it to the latest one. I mean, I like it because it'll give us more and more. He's done a lot more to the SNES. It helps. So, bravo. For the sake of the video, I already did it. So I'm going to show you what it is. Here we go. So as you can see, my SNES is already hacked, and certain games that I like are on it. So I'm going to show you the games that I like real quick. And if you like it, let me know. See what you guys think. The first one is ActRaiser. ActRaiser is a great game. Top-down shooter. Kinda. RPG elements on it. You help build cities and people who pray to you and love you or whatever, and you just help them and make them happy, pretty much. They didn't have ActRaiser 2, but the problem is it doesn't work with the SNES Classic. It just freezes up, locks up, and it's sad. It's sad panda. Let's put it that way. Hopefully in the future they fix it. Excuse me. But I think Nintendo uses Select Emulator for this console, so. Next one is Chrono Trigger. I'm not going to say too much about it because it should have been in there, Nintendo, but it was not. So, unfortunately, fortunately enough, the person who made Hakchi allowed us to have Chrono Trigger added to the console. Next game, King of Demons. King of Demons is kind of like a Castlevania game, but this guy has a gun and he goes around shooting demons and stuff like that. Kind of badass, if I don't say myself so myself. It's pretty cool. I see if I can try to grab a video and throw a video in here so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Loved it. Had to download it. It was just automatic yes. And of course, this was a Japan only release game, so fans got it, downloaded it, and was able to give it to us in English. NBA Jam. Okay, I am not a high-end or whatever gamer of sports titles. I hate sports titles. But I did play NBA Jam growing up. I played the arcade version. And when they ported it over to the Super Nintendo and Genesis, I was very excited. I do have both games. I have it for Super Nintendo, and I also have it for the Sega Genesis, the Tournament Edition, and as well as the regular edition of NBA Jam. And I just love it because of the little quirks that you can do, like the fiery basketball or the announcers. They make me laugh. So it was a must for my SNES Classic. Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings I've never ever had the chance to play. When as a collector, I did pick it up because I heard so much about it and it looked so cool, and it took advantage of the SNES Classic chip that I had to get it. I just had to, the SNES Classic, excuse me, the SNES chip. I had to pick it up, and I did. And I'm very excited to have it in my SNES Classic as part of the collection. Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon, Another Story. This is a game. Let me step back for a minute. When I was growing up as a kid, I watched Sailor Moon. I thought it was a fantastic anime series, and I loved it. I just completely I adored it, guys. I come to find out that the reason why they didn't release it is because of the time. It wasn't really good for the time, and I'm not gonna go into deep stuff about it, but they didn't release it for here. Japan got the release only. A lot of fans out there for Sailor Moon in Japan. So people who are fans in the States were able to translate it into English. And I thought it was phenomenal that they did that. So thank you for doing that, guys. And now I get to have it part of my SNES Classic collection. Ranma 1/2. Ranma 1/2. Another one that did not get released in the United States. for a lot of reasons, similar to Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon. Great anime series. The gameplay was pretty cool as well. And yeah, that's all I could say about it. I haven't played it too often, so I definitely want to recommend it. If you are a fan of Ranma 1/2 and this as a series, you definitely want to give this one a shot. Record of Lotus War. Record of Lotus War was kind of like the medieval times, like Dungeons and Dragons. Great anime series. Fantastic anime series, guys. If you haven't seen it, see that first, and then check out the gameplay of this. I think I may have a video somewhere of the gameplay. I'll pop it in there if I do. Fantastic anime. I'm so excited to have it as part of my SNES Classic. I'm so excited that people have translated it into English because I cannot read Japanese. So, boom. That was a necessary yes. Secret of Mana 2. We got part 1. They had made part 2 in Japan only. Nintendo, you guys gave us the Star Fox, and I want to say thank you. That is one of your titles. But I believe Square is responsible for yeah, it is. Square is responsible for the Secret of Mana series. Come on, guys. Follow Nintendo's suit. Release Secret of Mana to us. I think that was perfect for what it is. And it was a must on my SNES Classic. A must. Shadowrun. Growing up as a kid, I didn't have much RPG games, and they were really expensive, just like the games are now as a collector. Shadowrun was one of my favorite games growing up. They did it as a tabletop type game. I've never been able to play the tabletop game. Even as an adult, I never played as a tabletop game. But I did play this one. You're this guy. He gets killed. He's trying to figure out why he got killed. He doesn't have any memory or any loss. And you go around as an RPG elements to it. There are many... The game, when you fight in the game, it takes you to a mini fight scene. And I thought that was phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, Shadowrun. If you don't like it, guys, it's okay. It's acquired kind of taste. I'll put a video up if I have one. But yeah, acquired taste. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Okay, so if you haven't played this game, where the hell have you been? This was an arcade game growing up when I was a kid. I sucked so many quarters into this machine just to play this game. And so excited to see that they did have it for the release of the Super Nintendo. It's just automatic. You guys, it's automatic. For the sake of this video, I'm going to try to keep the settings short because a lot of settings they gave us. So I'm going to give you the settings that I use, and I'm going to explain to you why I use them, okay? So we're going to start from Tools. This is more about save states. I'm really not going to get into that. Console type. You could, it's already, if it doesn't automatically detect the console type, click on your console type. SNES is what we're working on, not the NES or the Famicom or the Super Famicom, just the SNES. File structure. So this is important. Original games in root folder, automatically in subfolder. So I put it on there so that way I'm able to see the games, all the games in its entirety on one page so I could see it. Then I maximize the games per page. So for this sake, I'm going to add one more game for the video, but you can add up to 45 games per page. It doesn't recommend, and I love the fact that he said it, not recommending for the rest of the types. Again, I'm not going to put too many games on my SNES Classics, so 35 is enough for me. Controller hacks. So I'm lazy. I have the Hori SNES remote control that Nintendo licensed, and I believe that it is phenomenal. But that's what I'm using on my SNES. So, and this one, this button combination, I can use that to select what buttons I'm going to use to reset my console without going and hitting the reset button. So I check mark that box and I hit okay. Let me tell you what I'm going to use. Start select is what I use to restart everything. Start select. There you go. Hit okay. And I can go ahead and hit save settings, but I'm not going to do that because of obvious reasons. Disable epilepsy protection. I don't really care. I'm going to keep it the way it is. Install modules. You can add extra space. He doesn't recommend it. You can hack the music. You can put any started, like right now the SNES Classic has its own music file. I'm not going to do that. I like it the way it is. I'm not going to replace the music. You could put a Konami code, like you could, like, let's say if you don't want no one touching your SNES Classic, you want to be able to protect it while you're away. You can use the Konami code as the SNES Classic up down left right B A start as the Konami code for Nintendo. That's pretty much what they're saying. You can remove the thumbnails at the bottom of the screen. Honestly, I don't want to. I'm going to keep it the way it is. I like it the way it is, so I'm not going to do that. You can do custom filters. And it's only for the SNES Classic. It's not for the NES. The filters are the ones that are on the sides of the screens that you can change colors and stuff like that. That's what that does. Again, I am not going to do any of that stuff. So, boom. This is for the kernel. For you guys who are advanced, I'm not gonna get into the kernel, so that's basically what it is. I'm not gonna get into it. The system will automatically dump the kernel if you haven't hacked your system. If you have hacked your system, again, you don't really need it. You just know that it's there. You can uninstall the kernel, the custom kernel that Hakchi made, and put back the original one. So that way, if you're gonna sell your SNES Classic, they can have the original games, but not the games that you downloaded. That's pretty much what it does. I'm not going to go any further than that. Now, how to hack your console. For the first time of using your SNES, you have to hold the reset button up and hit the power button, and then let go of the reset button after 5 seconds. The Hakchi will recognize the SNES and automatically download the NAND for you, which I recommend. Save your NAND no matter what. I'm not going to sell mine, but I do save it because it is part of this particular console, so I do save it. Beside that, guys, if you already hacked it, it's going to be easy. I already hacked mine, so all you got to do is hit the power button and give it a few seconds. The light's going to come on your SNES. Don't freak out. You're going to hear the click on your console. And the way you connect the SNES to the system is use a mini USB cable. Similar to your phone. Look, not only does it come on, but it shows you a green light saying it's communicating right now with the console. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to add one more game to my SNES Classic. Chrono Trigger was one of the games that should have been added to the game console. It was never added, which sucked. So, I'm going to add Chrono Trigger. I add Chrono Trigger to the game, but I'm going to add the fan-based game, Chrono Trigger 2, Times of Echoes or Echoes of Time. Echoes of Time. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I heard it was fantastic. The people who made the game stayed true to the series, and Square, after 99% of the completion or 90% of the completion of the game, Square went ahead and sent them a cease and desist order. So Square said, don't do it. We're not going to touch it. Someone from the team, I'm not going to say who because I don't know, obviously, leaked the game to the internet and people got to play it anyway. So I'm gonna click on Add Games. Chrono Trigger 2, Crimson Echoes. And there you go. It's added to my system. Now, we're not done. As you can see, the box art looks like this. This is terrible. I'm not gonna put that in my console. It's gonna look disgusting. Either I can browse for another box art or Google for another box art. So I'm gonna hit Google first. And as you can see, when you Google something like that, the Hakchi software allows you to look for specific box arts that people have done or screenshots that people have done for Chrono Trigger. And I thought that was phenomenal. So you can do whatever you want. But let's say you don't like what people have done, right? You can make your own. Or I mean, I didn't. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to say Google Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes box art. Now I'm looking it up myself. I'm going to show you what it is in a minute. And if you look, it's the same thing. That's basically what he did. He used Google. Sorry, he used Google to get whatever box art that they have. If you don't like the box art that you can come with, you can always make your own and download it, or download one that you found from here from one of your favorite sites and put it or apply it to the system. It's pretty cool, you know. So for the sake of everything else, I did everything as far as searching for it, but I'm gonna keep this one. I like that box art. Now we have a second issue, unknown publisher, and it doesn't know when it was released. So what you can do is you can search online. There's a lot of fan sites for Crimson Echoes, I believe. Crimson Echoes, and then you put in release. It looks like it was released in January 19, 2011. It was originally set to release on May 31st, but the cease and desist order. Okay, so I'm gonna stay true to the date. It was released January 19, 2011. So over here, the dates are done backwards. So the day is first, so I'm gonna put the 19th. The month is January, which is exactly what I have, and the year is in 2011. Boom. So now I have the release date. I can set maximum players here, and it tells the console how many players that I can have. It's only one player, so that can stay the way it is. And of course, I don't know if it's gonna give me the people who made it. I believe they should have gotten hold on one second here, guys. So this game was finished. I'm just reading what they have here. They don't tell you who made it, so it's kind of sad because they did a great job of putting it out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit fan made. See how it says unknown? I hate unknown stuff. Don't put unknown. Fan made. That's it. Now I'm done. So I want to add my new game to my console. As you can see, it's already connected, so I can do whatever I want now. Synchronize games with the NES/SNES Mini. It's going to communicate with my SNES, upload the game, process the original games with everything else, and then it's going to shut off for a second. Done. You hit OK. Now it's going to turn off the SNES Classic, and I'm going to turn it back on again, and you're going to see it's going to connect. I like to wait, so let it wait. There you go. Oh, by the way, I just found out the developers of the game for Crimson Echoes is called Kajar Laboratories. So I'm going to again update Kajar Laboratories. And the designers, I'm going to say their names here is Leah Litty, Agent 12, and Chrono 99. So I wanted to give them their props, and like I said, the publisher was Kajar Laboratories. Again, I'm going to synchronize because I'm going to save them. I believe that they should get their credit for this game. It looks really great, so bravo, guys. Don't think that the community has forgotten what you guys done for us. Thank you. All right, guys. So as you can see, I am done with my console. All you gotta do now, once the system connects back to your console and the red light comes back on and you hear the click, or when you see the green light here, you are done, unless you want to add more games. It's up to you. For the sake, once you've done, you hit the power button, turn it off, which I'm going to do now, and connect it to your TV and start using it. Guys, I hope you found this video to be awesome. If you do like it, thumbs it up. Leave any comments down below, any questions or concerns. I'm happy to help you with any questions or concerns with this. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching in the vault today, the Gamers Vault today, and I see you next time in the vault. Take care.